Hello, 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 Life Uncloseted listeners. It is time once again for Life Uncloseted, Rant and Riff. And yes, I am Rick Clemens, the host of Life Uncloseted. And I know, why am I talking in this stupid radio voice? I don't know. I'm in one of those moods. I'm in a happy space. I'm like in a really cool space. And, well, actually, I'm in my wine closet. But I'm also in a space where I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't care what's going to happen. And I can deal with the unexpected. I know that sounds very meta and zen, right? Well, I'm not really feeding you much bullshit on that one because I'm actually feeling like that. I realized for me, one of the biggest things that happened was when I started to go, man, I'm just putting too much weight on this unexpected stuff and letting it rule my freaking life. Now, I'm also a realist that from day to day, that unexpected crap is going to show up and it's going to take me for a little pony ride around the ring or a little roller coaster ride up and down and through the curves, or it's going to spin me around like those little stupid spinning teacups at Disneyland, which I refuse to get on anymore because I have like this interesting little vertigo thing that happens, and nothing looks worse than a big Papa Bear throwing up in a teacup. Not pretty for the kids. So anyway, back to being in the unexpected. I don't know why we just can't embrace that unexpected is going to happen. That shit is going to happen, folks. And then we're not going to see it coming. But I have found a little bit of a way, and I hate to say that because it sounds like I'm such a frickin' princess, but I have found a way to make the unexpected my friend. And one of the things I've done, there's actually 5 things. So grab your pens and papers, boys and girls. It's time to write stuff down. No, you don't have to write this down if you don't want to. You can just re-listen to this over and over and over again until it sinks into your thick skulls. Not that everybody has thick skulls, but, well, thank God we have thick skulls because it kind of protects us from stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. So here's 5 things that I have found to help me realize that the unexpected, the uncertainty is my friends. First of all, we have to get to a space where we can actually admit, okay, we haven't dealt with this before, so that's why it scares the crap out of me. But we don't want to do that. We want to be like, we got this. We got it handled. Yeah, I've done everything. I've experienced everything. Well, bullshit. The sooner you admit you haven't handled something, that you don't know how to deal with it, the easier it's going to be when that little thing crops up. When that stare jumps in front of you and causes you to stub your big toe, and before you know it, you're broken and walking around in a surgical boot. That's me. And 2 weeks away from a cruise, I'm hoping this puppy heals, otherwise it ain't going to be pretty, or otherwise I'm going to take this little surgical boot and I'm going to just bling it up so that I could fit right in with all the rest of those little, well, those cruise ship people. So anyway, that's that. So number 1, admit that you haven't dealt with it before and move on. The other thing that I've discovered too, which kind of ties to the admit thing, is the more we try to be in control of stuff, the more we're going to lose the battle. There is no controlling anything. In fact, I can't control if I'm going to finish recording this podcast right now or not. I can't control if the power is going to go out. I can't control if the mic's not working. Well, I can, because I kind of check that before I do this stuff. But I can't even control if, suddenly I find myself locked in this closet because of some weird thing. Of course, I would survive because, as you all know, I record in my wine closet. So I'd be sloshed for probably a good, a couple hundred bottles of wine in here. So I'd be okay for a couple hundred days. But the thing is being in control is a losing battle. You can only control what you can control. And even then, you can't really control anything because at any time something's going to go get screwed up. But learn to control what you can. I know we've all heard that. And let go of what you can't. But then the third thing that kind of shows up is to admit your expectations are too high of yourself. If you honestly believe you can do all this, be in control, handle everything that comes along when it's unexpected, that this is what you're supposed to be able to do, you're not supposed to be a failure, you're not supposed to be weak, you're not supposed to let people see you sweat. Seriously? I let people see me sweat all the time. In fact, any of you who might have ever seen me speak on stage, you know that the minute I walk out on stage, my little bald head just beads up, and I sweat like a, well, I don't know. I could come up with many metaphors, but I can't right now because they're just escaping me. And that would really bug me if I had super, super high expectations of myself to be able to come up with a metaphor every time I say something, but I don't. So if you can't handle the unexpected, it could be because you have way too many high expectations of yourself. And then on the flip side, the fourth thing could be that you have too low of expectations for yourself. I can't handle the truth. I can't handle anything unexpected. I don't know how anybody expects me to do this. Really? 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 Get off that low self-esteem wagon, kick up your heels, put your fists up, and fight the unexpected. Because you know what? You actually can handle more of the unexpected than you think. But not if you believe you can't. So I know I just did the yin and yang. It's like, so you either have way too high expectations of yourself or way too low. Well, you figure it out. And I can guarantee you're going to find the balance, because sometimes you're going to have high expectations. Other times you're not. Other times you're going to be sailing down through the middle, just like I am right now. I'm sailing down through the middle of the unexpected highway, going down. And I know something's going to pop up besides the broken toe. I know something else is going to just pop up around one of them corners and then boom, smash. It's going to be unexpected. And then I'll go into my little space, but then I'll go, nope, you can handle this, Rick, because you've done this before. But that doesn't mean I have to say, and I'm going to handle it like a champ. It's going to be perfect. I'm going to be no, I just believe let's go down the frickin' middle of the road. And sometimes I'm going to handle stuff and sometimes I'm not. And finally, and this one's probably going to stir up some shit with some people that listen to this. You need to ask yourself, really, was this all that unexpected? Now, broken toe is a case. Yes, that was unexpected. It was not something I had anticipated. But there's times, like, if I'm not getting any speaking gigs, is it really all that unexpected? Not really, Rick. If you're not reaching out and not doing the work to get speaking gigs, then there's really not anything unexpected about that. If you're not losing weight, is it really all that unexpected if you keep sitting down with that Ben & Jerry's ice cream every night and having a little bit dessert? Like the whole quart? Every night? Every day? It can't be all that unexpected. And I believe that sometimes we intuitively, our gut feelings, we know it, we can kind of see the path ahead, but we want to ignore it, and then we want to cry, but it was so unexpected. I'm not buying it. At least I don't buy it with myself, because I know stuff I'm doing that, quite honestly, it's not all that unexpected when literally the proverbial shit hits the fan. So, my friends, my listeners, my life uncloseted peoples, those are my 5 things. Admit you've never dealt with the unexpected before, and just deal with it. But in reality, sometimes you have dealt with it, you just haven't dealt with it in this particular situation. Number 2, realize you're losing a battle if you think you can control everything. Number 3, quit putting such high expectations on yourself, and quit living by such low expectations of yourself, which is number 4. And finally, ask the bigger questions. Is it really all that unexpected? Because when you can answer those questions, you're going to free yourself up to do some pretty dang bold stuff, live life on your terms, and what's the name of the podcast? Live Life Uncloseted. So there you have it, folks. Take it, leave it, do nothing with it. I don't really care. No, I do care, because I want you to be better prepared to live your life uncloseted in the unexpected. Okay, signing off. Have a good few days before we come back. I know did you hear my little Southern Belle voice show up there? I don't know why it's showing up today. Sometimes it just happens from my time that I lived in the Southwest. But anyway, that's it. Have a great few days. We will be back with another interview real soon. And I haven't said this one in a while. Never stop stepping out, stepping up, and stepping in to making bold moves, and not bold moves, making bold moves, and living your life uncloseted. All right, that's it. I'm shutting up now. Bye-bye.